Did
we get it?
Are we legends?
Let's find out from
heroes.
Oh, I can hear it from my laptop, so that's good.
I'm trying to. I can't. Okay, it does say we're streaming online.
It does.
Hooray!
The screen is a little zoomed in, but other than that, I think you're doing
I
great.
can fix that. Oh geez. Lag. I'm sorry, everyone. Again, that was me just haphazardly trying to throw everything together last minute. I'm sorry, anyone that's watching right now.
Can't tell if this is. Oh, hello everybody. Well, Sam keeps working on this. We can start off by saying, fuck the fact that Breonna Taylor's murderers aren't in jail, right? So,
oh my gosh, don't even get me started. I will rant for days.
Yeah, well, it's hard not to, honestly. So yeah, if you're wondering what's something you can do about anything going on with the struggle for racial justice in the United States, one thing is to Google initiatives that are working on arresting or on pressuring public officials to arrest Breonna Taylor's murderers, because that would be a really good fucking start. Also, I just want to say that to the cops who resigned in Atlanta out of protest, you can fuck right off. Bye. We won't miss you. So yeah, exclamation point BLM, exclamation point donate, and you can find out more about all that jazz. And then we've already kind of recapped a little bit because we didn't want to like spend forever doing that, but maybe we can just hit like three key points to refresh everyone in the chat's memories. And Sam, also, I don't know if you want to mess with this, but if you go into your Roll20 settings and just make us name only, so that we aren't covering half the screen.
I'm doing what only?
So under.
Sorry, you're talking about the player icons. Yeah.
Yes.
I can change that. Player avatar names only. Look at that.
Perfect.
Look at that.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah. So let's kind of like top 3 things that happened last session and where we ended off, and then make sure that I have everybody's stress levels, and then we will get rolling. So thank you everyone for your patience. I'm really sorry that it took us so long. Hopefully next week, but let's not jinx it. Yeah. So things that happened last session.
My stress levels are really high right now.
I know. Trust me, I know.
One of the biggest things that I would say happened last session is that we found out that, well, I assume maybe actually we should have already known, but we found out that Harmonious Properties is not owned by Neza Day, and that there is somebody else who owns it who is coming for us, more or less.
And her name is quite literally.
Marilee Erston, yeah.
My new nemesis.
Which is like a very, like, what's the, like, it's a very...
no. I'm sorry, stream. I didn't mean to give you my notes.
This is the other problem, yeah, with the Node 2 monitor setup that I have. That's why I have my laptop here, so that I can have my notes open. Which I guess today I don't need to.
It just decided to change which video I'm using, or which window I'm using to capture. So that's annoying. I'm sorry, guys. Please don't hate me too much.
Who's the pink teacher in Harry Potter who's like a betrayer of like everyone and super evil? Oh my gosh, yeah. Marilee Erston has very Umbridge vibes in name. Just in name, like it's such a very like happy name. Yeah. Hello, I'm Marilee Erston. I'm here to
her out of an entire company. So there's that.
Okay, she's part of a blood cult. All right.
So's he.
Yeah, but Kelby's our blood cult person, mascot.
Yeah.
Typer.
Okay. Yeah. So, and then where was everybody headed, just to kind of get everyone on that page?
I was headed up Spire to the library in order to get information from a book on how to fill cracks. Then I had a plan to meet with Lord Farquaad with the rest of the group just to observe him. And then I was going to follow Barnabas up to New Heaven, I think. to help deal with that stuff.
Yes.
I was mostly going with
you're
Minrai for that.
here.
I spoke. Sorry. I'm here. I'm
don't you
setting
worry. We just started, so you're not even like late.
Sorry, Andrew. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, you're good. My entire sentence was just that I'm doing that with Minrai.
Hell yeah. Hen is about to be sneaky. Get some Batman stuff going.
Right?
What?
Hmm?
We didn't hear what you said, Tyler.
Oh, sorry. I think I froze for a second. And then I think I'm with Rick. Are we doing a thing?
I think you might be.
I think so.
I believe y'all were working to set up the meeting, right?
Yeah, I wrote that we had just gotten some fresh masks from Amandu.
Yes.
Yeah.
One last tech thing, just so you know, Sam, because I made you, when I restarted my computer, I made you host of the Zoom meeting. You would have to be the person to rename people if we want to have the names say like, or you can try and promote me back to host. I don't know what you want to do.
Yeah, let's do that option. Make host.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Whew, we're doing it. Okay. What's everyone's name? All right. Yes. So Amandu is with you guys because the plan was to go up Spire with him. I don't know. Yeah. So Rick and Kelvy and Amandu were going to see Faisal, right?
I don't think it was just going to be the two of us.
I believe Barnabas didn't want to go hang out up Spire, but you were still going to kind of like hang on the outskirts and wait for us, right? To go to New Haven?
No, I thought I was gonna find
you were looking for
Nezade.
Nezade.
I was gonna go to their house.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, I'm going to go find them, and Kelvy told me something to tell them that I forgot.
No, I gave you a note.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kelvy wrote a note for you to give to Neza.
And Kelvy will remember what it says when I get there.
I think ultimately it said, please, for the love of God, show up to that business meeting.
That was it.
I was going to say, I love the idea of just Barnabas is like, I don't even care what's on this note.
I don't want to die. I saved your life. Help me out, please.
Barnabas just shows up and he's like, I've cut off hands before. You look like you have nice hands. Here's a note. If you don't come with me, you won't be able to hold on to it for long.
All right. And then, so everyone except for Barnabas was headed up to Amaranth with the goal of going both to Faisal and the university, possibly in separate groups.
Yes. I think wasn't the plan to wait for Minrai to finish at the university before entering in with Faisal, because we know that Minrai would be able to utilize her special powers on him.
And I was just gonna go as like a slave or like servant or whatever in the background. So I would let y'all organize everything, handle the whole meeting. I just need to be there, right? So I was gonna do what I could in the library and then just show up and sit in the back.
Yes. So let's get stress levels, and then Kelvy, are we back to just one? This is
just one.
Okay, so it's plus the number of sessions that have passed since the last time you got the thing, right? So technically none.
Yeah, so it would be nothing for this one.
So just a D10. So you'd have to get a 10 on this. Okay, you're fine. All right, and stress levels, Minrai.
2.
Okay, Hennis.
1.
Okay, I definitely have you at 4, so I'm glad we're doing this. And then your arm falls off. Why?
No, I do have to take an extra blood every time because my previous fallout, but...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Rick?
0.
Okay, and your bond to Amandu still has 4?
I have 1 stress to Mama Luke's, and I mean, I've healed Amandu at a point, so that should have...
It doesn't heal stress to bonds. So bonds are like separate things that can accrue stress.
Okay. Then, yeah, whatever...
Okay.
Yeah, it's still 4 with him, right? Oh.
Yeah. Barnabas?
Oh, sorry. 1.
Okay. And Kelvy?
2.
Okay, that's what I got. All right. Then I think that's everything pre-session.
I have a question
So
about my fallout.
go for it.
How long does bleeding last? Because it's just bleeding.
I think that the technical phrasing of it is like until you like take care of it. Let me look. Until you get proper medical care each time you make an action, mark 1 stress against blood before you roll the dice, but don't check
Okay.
for fallout.
Gotcha.
Sam, they mentioned that your mic is a little bit low, but the Zoom call sounds just fine. So it might just be that you need to turn up your mic a little bit in the stream before we start.
Right. It's doing fine on my own personal levels. I guess I can throw a gain on it if I need to, but
Also, they said your hair looks beautiful today. So there's that.
Well, I did just take a shower because I absolutely needed it. Filters. I mean, in stream, do I sound better now?
We'll have to wait.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to wait. I can only hear Sam out of one ear for some reason. Oh,
I hear you out of both ears.
Oh, no, yeah, it's because I made my microphone input a stereo
Lena's joke
when it's supposed to
about
be mono.
That's pretty funny.
having one earbud made me laugh. It was a good one. All right. Okay. Are we settled on audio things? Do we feel like that's as good as
I don't know, chat. Are we settled? Let us know.
I'm gonna fix my situation, but you guys can continue onward. I'll be listening the whole time.
Okay. Yes. So let's pick up with you step outside. You are about to go find someone to take you up Spire, and you see Marilee Erston and her. What did I say last time?
7,000 guards.
We'll
An army.
Not helping us.
There's 7,000 guards. Yeah, we'll say 6 guards approaching.
Oh God, I forgot that's where we left off.
So here's a question. I don't know what she looks like, right? And did Kelvy ever update us on like the whole thing, or do I just know what I heard?
We're all walking together, right?
Yes, you're all walking together.
We're all going up Spire together.
I'm gonna quick like put my hand up and just real quick like. That's the bitch who owns the harmonious property.
The woman that I told you to kill like 20 times, and now she's at the doorstep with like 50 guards right in front of us. All I'm saying is that we had opportunity to
turn around, big old smile on my face, and I just wave. Standing in the middle of the street,
just out front. Yeah, she sees you and kind of motions to the guards, and they stop. The group of them stops in front, and if I thought about this ahead of time, I would have looked back at the video and seen what I did for Marilee's voice, which
I'm pretty sure it was like deep Scottish.
Deep Scottish, yeah, that's gotta be it, because that's a voice that I've done so many times.
And go.
I think that it was just kind of.
It was probably just head bitch in charge kind of voice,
head bitch in charge,
right?
Yeah, which is just
that's exactly
voice.
how I would describe it.
Rachel, that's just how I talk.
That's just how you talk, at least. I get it.
All right. Yeah. So she sees you and she kind of nods hello, and Kelvy, hello. I see she recognizes Hennis, right, from
yes.
And she kind of nods to Hennis as well and looks the others over and says, interesting crew you run with, kind of lingering on Barnabas and Minrai.
Can I stand forward and, of course, hold out my hand to shake her hand?
Yeah.
Say like, hey, it's Barnabas. Nice to meet you.
I will not hold out my hand.
She's a drow, right? So I wouldn't like automatically think that she's a terrible.
Yeah.
I wouldn't not want to touch her.
I will.
You do know that he's infected. I mean,
I do, but I also stole Nezadeh's blood, so I'm cool.
A pleasure to put a face to a name that I have heard about.
You have. Interesting. Well,
Am I just still
thanks.
standing there with my hand out?
You are. She's
Nice.
disregarding it. It's yeah, interesting. We figured with
I'll shake your hand, Barnabas.
the intel Kelvy gave us about the state of the building, people perhaps there being some unrest, that we could install a permanent guard on the building for the next few days while we get all of this sorted. And she motions for them to go ahead, and they just go around you towards the building.
Well, it's very
Just
good
staring
that your
daggers at
guards
Kelvy.
do not you do not consider your guards' lives important. That is very nice.
Of course we can.
Well,
just very
considering you are
confused. They're
sending them into
guards.
a-
Their job is to keep the peace.
Midwife.
but you are sending them into a collapsing building.
These are my-
It does not seem very
These are my
smart.
drinking friends. We're all very bohemian. I as a writer have to stay around some very just interesting characters, So of course I get a gaggle like this. I got.
Don't be silly. We are
midwife,
roommates.
I
Do
got-
not listen
I got
to
what-
him.
I-
We are great friends.
Varieties.
and partners.
I have my associate in case one of them gets a little tries to kill me.
Is that something that happens frequently with your friends?
It's you'd be surprised, but with a smile like mine, you make plenty of enemies.
Well,
so-
since we have so many new guests in the house, I will go make tea for them. Maybe they can enjoy before rubble hits and kills as the building collapses upon them. I will return. We live in a nice place. And I will just immediately leave because it's supposed to be unstable, right?
Yeah. So we live in nice places. The summation of the
Of like it might collapse and kill them. Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
She's just kind of like watches. Where are you going? Are you going back to the apartment building or?
yeah, I'm going back to I'm getting the laxatives.
Okay.
I'm making tea.
Oh
with the
God, I
laxatives.
forgot about those.
Well-
We have laxatives. I refuse to not use them.
Yeah, she watches Minrai go, just very confused. Well, it seems to me that if everybody is as convinced as your friend here that the building is about to collapse, that there shouldn't be too much trouble.
Yeah. I'm not there.
Really, I can't remember if we've been over this. Have you ever spent time living in Derelictus?
No.
Good question.
I mean, of course. I mean, look at you. But what I will say is that if you live in Derelictus, a hole in the middle of the street is good property, because it's yours. You live there, you sleep there. A crumbling building is a palace, let me tell you. So to get evicted from a palace, people would be, could not even afford that hole in the street because that's already been taken up by somebody else. And then they got to get pushed further and further out of town. And well, the further you get out of Derelictus, it's you know as well as I do, things get a little odd. So.
As you're saying this, like a group of people are walking by and like two of them are just like totally shit-faced and like stumbling around, and someone like swings a punch at somebody and like everybody like dog piles that person, and she just kind of raises her eyebrow at it and says, yes, the people of Derelictus truly palatial.
Yep.
There's still people, though. That's what you said, right? There's still people, and you care about them, and that they have a place to live. Because I believe the original, Nezadeh said that you were going to destroy this building and rebuild it for half of them, but where did the other half go?
People have families and
No.
there are other... No families.
Not to go to. I'm sorry. Have you been here?
No, we were just over that.
Yeah, we were just.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They're all very high right now.
I know that you're like up Spire and hot shit or whatever, but real people still live here too, and they still need to be taken care of, and not just half of them.
Barnabas, this is my boss. Please don't.
Oh yes, it's going down.
Barnabas just licks his lips and looks at her, but
Wait,
is
who
also
did I
kind of
have the
grossed
mark
out.
on? Can I hear some of this? Who's got the mark?
Yeah, who does have the?
Raise your hand if you have a mark. Kelby
think-
doesn't have one because I
Does
gave
not,
you
because that was a
ring.
mercy that you gave me.
I think it's just me and Ulrich.
Ulrich.
Yes.
Ulrich.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I can hear what you're saying, Barnabas.
Yeah,
Which is
because I think
perfect.
Hennis didn't, because he'll be with you for
Yeah.
a lot of the things. Okay, so I think it was just me and Ulrich. So yeah, you can hear me and just me
Okay.
being a crotchety old man.
I love it.
Is Sweet Pea just like standing next to you?
Yeah, but she's looking alert, you know, like she's not like teeth bared growling, but she's, you know, a big scary hyena. So, and
She
I just
found
kind
like
of pet her
a
head.
human-shaped bone to gnaw on. She's like
Just
looking
pull
at
one out of
them.
my pack, just give her a
Yeah.
bone. It's obviously a femur. Like
Full
she's
eye contact.
Just
Merrily kind of like she listens to your whole spiel, notices Calvi kind of intervening, and then turns her attention completely away from Barnabas back to Calvi and says, the vision of harmonious properties has always been one of improving the lives of as many people as possible, and for the greater good of Derelictus, there will be changes. Changes have to be made. This is clearly not a living situation that most people should be subjected to.
I'm Team Vis now. Let's go.
whoa.
And
this, I can convert you real easy. It's
yeah, it's not hard to get it. She kind of looks over your shoulder towards the building. I was just going to make sure that the guards were instated, and I'll be on my way. But it was good to see you. I expect to see you and Neza at the meeting tomorrow.
Yes, we will both be there. Both of us.
Excellent. Good. And
Yep.
she just kind of steps around you and keeps going.
Yep.
No, Barnabas wouldn't know she was infected, would he? Because he wasn't there for Kelvy's conversation, unless Kelvy told him, in which case. Sorry, that really wasn't worth interrupting for. It just came into my head, and I speak when those things happen.
No, you're good. I'm trying to remember how much, because like you guys spent a lot of time just kind of sitting around the table talking last time, and I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I just don't know what Kelvy told us or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I feel like if I had the opportunity, I would have, said she's definitely infected.
Right. I mean, obviously, we would think that it's got to be the higher ups because it's part of the whole plot.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Minrai at the building, what?
Yes.
Are you?
I am walking into the building, and I will motion to all the guards.
You're the only one here. This is a lie. Everybody else is gone. Oh, you're motioning to the guards, so you're not even going upstairs yet.
Yeah. And we also still see the BLM thing on Roll20. I don't know if that was.
I did just switch it. So
okay. I just saw it.
I was wondering if we were supposed to be on that screen.
And so
I forgot that it was there.
I will motion to the guards and ask them to make themselves comfortable in the foyer of the building, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all for coming. Yes, come in. It's very good. Yes, I will go make tea for you. Very healthy. Mom make a lot. And I will go up the stairs as quick as I can. I know the accent kind of left me there. And I will get the laxatives, and I will brew some tea with them.
Okay.
It's like a poisoning check. Like, do I need a?
No, I don't think. Let's.
Are you
have the
actual tea, or are you just boiling laxatives?
Yeah.
No, there's tea. There's tea.
Okay. I want to know what it tasted like.
Let's make a stealth. Is it sneak? To see how well you kind of hide the laxatives in the tea, right? Like,
okay, I have academia. Does that count? Because I would know about tea.
Because academics are really smart about tea. It's true.
Yeah. As 8 years into my academic career, I can tell you that I don't know more about tea than the average.
Are you telling me you couldn't boil a good cup of tea?
I can make myself a cup of tea, and I could probably pour some laxatives in it, but I couldn't do it with any more expertise than
All right, low society.
I have sneak, but I can't help you.
Crime.
You're
drugging
I
people.
have neither of those.
Okay.
Man,
so
I got
roll a
both
single
of those.
D10.
It'd be super helpful if I were doing this.
Can I? Oh, I can whisper to you.
I'm a sneaky criminal, but
Okay.
I can't
question. Can I whisper to both Ulrich and Barnabas if they know anything about hiding laxatives in tea?
Yes, you could do that. Sure.
So I know that I am little voice in head right now, but and that you are probably in the face of lady who should probably be stabbed. She is alone. She isn't derelictus. Once again, I do not know why I'm having this conversation, but I am going to, let's say, poison guards. And I need a little bit of maybe knowledge about how to hide the laxatives at a tea party, if you understand. And perhaps try to say quietly so that a lady who should be stabbed does not catch drift.
So, I mean, Barnabas regularly feeds the poor and the sick and the elderly of Derelictus. And sometimes, people don't want to take their medicine. So he's probably pretty skilled at, hiding like a pellet and like a cheese like you do for dogs, right? So he could probably put some laxatives in some tea for some elderly folk that didn't want it or something.
Well, you were also speaking to me, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Someone in chat said, why is there a pill with the word Dulcolax in my bottle? That's just so good. I'm sorry. Okay, fine. Oh, Christ. Oh,
so in my history with not hiding any chemicals in any substances of any sort inside of any liquid, I find that adding a pinch or 2 or 3 or 5 of sugar can sweeten the deal.
I love that y'all are just saying this normal in front of her without even moving or anything.
She's gone by now.
She's gone by now.
Oh, she's gone. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll count that as.
We'll just pretend to be talking to each other.
Yeah, Rick and Barnabas have a little powwow about drugging people, and Minrai overhears the whole thing and is able to roll now with 2d10.
Yes, success. Now I can roll 2 ones. Boom.
Okay.
Oh, 2 9s, son! The universe is out to prove me wrong.
Very motivated to get this right. Minrai listens closely to Ulrich and Barnabas discussing proper dosages of medicine and sugar. And you successfully sneak some laxatives into this tea. And you can take it down.
I use an unhealthy amount. Like I'm shredding insides here, right?
How much of the stock do you want to use?
How much of you're
making 6 doses.
It was quite a bit of stock, right?
It was like a box of vials, so I would say you'd probably have enough to dose 6 doses heavily would probably use up 2/3 of your stock.
Yeah, I'll do that. That sounds nice to me.
I have it somewhere.
I do want to ruin
enough for a garrison, to quote Elise.
Enough for a garrison.
Yes,
right,
that's exactly what you said.
So half? Can I use half?
Yeah, we'll say use half. That's,
okay.
Keep half your stock.
Garrisons are pretty large, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure there's a few hundred people.
7 guards here.
They have very intestinal tracts. They live in the Derelictus. So they're used to the dirty.
You might kill them with that much. Well, okay.
Okay, but
we're not trying to kill them with poop here. They won't be as fun to eat that way.
Enough for a garrison.
Why all the poop got out?
Meant to kind of cue you guys into a possible usage for this, and less
to poison the guard garrison.
The point that you have 150 doses,
and then we own Harmonious Properties.
A shit ton.
And then we realized we didn't own Harmonious Properties.
Okay, so how much are you using?
Okay, well, I don't want to kill anyone on the toilet, but I do want to cause intense discomfort. So I'll use about 1/3. How does that sound?
Yeah. So you make this tea.
I'll make it taste good too.
Put in the sugar to hide the taste per Rick's instructions. And head back downstairs and offer the tea, I presume.
Yes, please, everybody come. I have tray. It is famous tea, midwives. We raise you as eggs. I almost said the babies. We raise you from eggs. That is, we know what is good for you. I feed you good blood when you're young. I feed you good food when you grow. And now I give you tea as you do your job. Here, take, all of you. Young, growing childs. and I make sure that they take. I don't know. I make sure they take their
Yeah,
tea.
you can roll compel on this. And
I don't have compel. I have fix.
This would be compel and
Babies, I will fix you. Take tea.
This is a fix. Compel low society.
I
Your
do have
base
low
is 10.
society.
Okay, so you can roll 2d10. And basically, this is going to be like graded how many of them take it.
Well, 3.
Yeah, so 3 being your highest roll. You're going to successfully, like several of them just seem to have no interest. They pass, like, thank you. They take the tea, but they don't really drink it, like, because you're insisting. But you get 2 of them.
Yes.
Yeah, so 2 of them drink the tea. The others are kind of just like looking at it.
no.
One of them takes a cup from the other and drinks their portion too, because they're like, it's good.
Yeah. That guy's dead.
God.
Okay.
Oh, their butthole.
Yeah. Make sure you drink lots of water after tea is good for you too, you know. It's important.
Totally normal advice.
Stay hydrated.
Okay, so you've now dosed them with laxatives. Your crew is still waiting outside.
I will be back. I think perhaps we have friends in place. Do be careful. Building tends to collapse occasionally. And there are also ghouls in some places. So if you see people or hear things, better to just run, yes? Goodbye. And I will just scurry out I mean, I'll like crawl over the wall out the door, you know, spider like.
Okay.
So do we feel like the clutch is protected from whatever Minrai did the other day?
Oh,
like
collapsing
the entrance, and do we feel at least
closing
somewhat confident?
And closing the
cracks.
Like fill the cracks in with concrete, which you know would be like a temporary fix to kind of stopgap the worst of.
Oh right, I did that for literally hours. I forgot.
Which does help. Like you're pretty confident. Like the ghouls, based on what you learned from the ghoul from that Mama Luke's talked to, would not come without that kind of heavy seepage of unreality through those cracks. Mm-hmm. And the guards, as far as you can tell from what you said to Marilee, are there to make sure that the residents don't get uppity, right? That the residents don't start something. So there's not really much immediate concern of like the guards storming the basement or something.
But the basement is unaccessible, right?
Yes, unless you know to go around to the other door through the other building.
Okay.
Okay,
I would like to say still that I've just been glaring daggers at Kelby this whole time.
When I come out, I will see if I can like motion everybody down and be like, only 2 of them drank. We have problem. 4 guards stationed in building. 2 will probably die. 1 will die, most likely. He drank double dose. I only used like 1/3, but they seemed pretty strong. So perhaps we wait until 2 shit pants and then we kill the other 4, or maybe we let them go because they are drow.
No, what? No.
Well, 1 will definitely probably die. That is not pretty death. That is on your hands. You could have stabbed 1 lady. Now 2 people may shit themselves to death. It snowballs. You had a choice.
I have to remember a name. You give me 1 sec while I think, and I look in my brain. I have a friend I can call on. His name is Rayan. You took his hand.
I did take hand. I remember that.
Well,
I also
technically,
gave hug.
I took his hand.
That is true. I am free from guilt here. I gave hug. I bandaged hand. He should like me a lot.
He was tasty.
He was probably quite tasty. I mean, no, I did not.
We told him to take it easy and not come around here anymore.
Now,
we didn't kill him.
What is playing with man?
Okay, so
he only has 1 hand. He can only do so much.
Have his guys look the other way, or what have you? The guards are there to keep the peace. That's all that Marilee said. They're not gonna rough people up without due cause, I hope.
And do we trust guards of harmonious properties to do nothing but keep the peace and not go around and I don't know, infect people.
They're just guards. Some of them are doing their durance. They're just doing their job.
Are they? Can I is there like a way for me to know if they were just local guards or if they work for Harmonious Properties and are like
they are wearing Harmonious Properties outfits. Like they are paid by. You don't how much they're associated with Harmonious Properties, you don't know, but they are clearly paid by privately by Harmonious Properties. Yeah, these aren't city guards.
Damn it. Sorry, I was this was like when Rand was there with
right
his people.
So,
that's different. That's
we go back in, we offer them tour. Oh, you do not know building. How will you keep peace? This is only one room. Come with us. We will show. And then we separate and then we kill all of them.
Ava, will you roll a D8, please?
Oh no, what's happening? What have I done? I'm being quiet.
It's fine. It's okay. Just roll a D8. It's gonna be fine.
I rolled a 3.
Just a random dice roll.
Yeah.
Before we resolve whatever this.
Yes.
Oh, is that like how much they're shitting themselves?
Oh God.
Sorry, Sam. Go on.
On a 1 to 8 scale.
I was wondering. So the last time when we wrapped up, I had said that I wanted to kind of about face and start, doing my magic around the room, or around like the lobby to prevent the guards from coming in. Is this conversation that we're having? Are we in the lobby of the hotel still, or are we outside?
The apartment building. You are outside. And by the way, Amandu is with you and just kind of observing all of this, including Calavu saying that's my boss and everything.
Oh,
he's been there the whole time. Just want to kind of throw that onto the table. Who is it that he's like suspicious of?
Me.
I'm one of them. I was like,
me.
Because
I chased after the guy to eat him.
Yeah. So yes. Anyway, Sam, yes, you can head back to the clutch.
Yeah. I mean, if it would it make in this moment, would it make more sense for me to be doing this in the lobby or like in the basement? Like,
I think the basement, unless you want to like throw down with these guards, because they're already inside, so you would have to like intentionally exclude them at this point.
Right.
And
okay, then yeah, I will rush downstairs and go ahead and do my right of
Well,
right
we're
of
leaving
silver,
though, right?
right of the silver.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't you have to be there continuously?
I have to be there, but like I think I have to be here. Like, I mean, my paranoia for my fallout.
Is that still going?
that's an ongoing fallout. Yeah.
Ooh.
But like if you I mean, it'll fuck up the entire plan if you're not there, right? Because you're the one that's spearheading this stuff with what's his butt.
Well, this was before all of those guards showed up right now.
Yeah.
Like, I think the guards showing up.
Well, paranoia doesn't have to mean that you never leave. It could manifest itself in other ways that you freak out about as you're going up. But I mean, I don't know. It's your thing to do.
If I see you leaving, can I try to give you like an inspirational speech?
I mean, I want to hear that. So
yeah, I mean, I want to hear it too. I just feel like, with the fact that my fear is literally for the clutch specifically, the thought of abandoning it when there's guards like in the lobby of our apartment complex, which I keep referring to as a hotel for some stupid reason.
What I was going to mention is how I kind of enlisted everybody. I think between Minrai, Mama Luke's, all of the people there, I feel like they could take out 4 guards that were making any trouble, right? So if needed, Minrai was going to be like, I understand, let me give you a speech to tell you how safe they'll be, hopefully. Okay. Or we can just go in and kill all of them. Minrai is still very much plan kill.
I think it is ultimately your call, Sam, but it's also possible that we could use a compel roll to see kind of how compelled Rick is to kind of listen to this, and you can let that kind of play out.
I would like to do that because I feel like I feel like we have two options. Either A, we fight the guards, or B, we still, or B, we fully, but yeah.
Right, but I mean, like, you're not going to be a totally different person than you ever were. Like, I don't think that this paranoia supersedes all of the other thoughts that you also have.
Well, okay, so I did roll a 5. I don't think that's very
but we didn't even get to the point of like saying what all the roll would be. So
I thought the roll was whether or not he's like compelled to listen to my
speech.
Yeah,
but you also have like compel, and then if someone has a bond with Rick, right? Because player characters have bonds.
I do.
Yeah, Rachel does.
So like between all of your friends kind of helping out here, like Minrai might spearhead it, but I'd say you are rolling at least 3d10 on your, because you've got like bonds with Rick and
wait, but I want to hear your speech.
Yeah, let's hear
first? Okay.
Yeah, give us an inspirational Minrai speech, please.
So do I see you running and kind of like know kind of what's going on, or are you like telling us beforehand and I like catch you like what's going on in character? Ulrich.
I'm sorry, I wasn't able to hear. I was adjusting my audio because I was hearing some weird pops. Yeah. What was the question?
Am I running to catch up to you?
Yeah, I think.
Do you tell me what's going on?
I think I've already started heading towards the stairs. Like, nervously, yeah.
So I will reach you.
Amandu does tag along with Minrai to kind of be like, Rick, what are you doing? Like, kind of. Adding to this like group of people being like, Rick, what?
Rick, where are you going?
I mean, isn't it obvious? We have to protect the clutch, and look at the people around here. Like, they're not friendly faces.
I understand concern. Come sit with me, and I sit on the stairs, and I'll pat the stairs. I'll be like, just a moment, we talk.
Okay. Is now really the time for talking?
Now is definitely the time to talk. You want to protect Clutch, yes?
Right. Yes.
All right, then sit down.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Rick, I understand. I see within you right now, you have the soul, the spirit of, what are we called?
Midwife?
Of a midwife.
Wow.
That's all I've ever wanted to hear.
You wanted to protect Clutch, and I share that sentiment. You have the soul of a mother. It's a great thing. But I tell you now that I already have taken many steps to protect them. The corridor that leads to them is collapsed. They cannot walk there unless they go into other building. Marguerite knows to protect them. She is here. Did you see the arm thing with the spears? That was crazy.
Those were some pretty radical arms.
And Mama Luke's, I have talked with her too. She too has the life of a mother, the spirit of a mother. One of these things. She is a great person.
Pipes up and is like, she's literally my mom.
Amandu, why are you here? Go out and then help them plan. Why are you here? You are not the spirit of mother.
Amandu, you're not supposed to see me in my moment of vulnerability. This is not the face.
You're not sitting on stairs.
He looks like a little sad and it's like, Rick, I can be there for you too.
I am here for Rick. Leave.
Fine, if you don't want my help, you can roll 2d10s.
Good, yes, I like 2d10s.
No.
Does Amandu have compel? Because if he does, then we're in luck.
If you do, yeah. But listen, I have taken many steps. We have people watching. We have people ready to defend. We have the collapsed archway. I poisoned too. They will not be useful. They cannot do anything.
Ava, roll another D8.
Oh my gosh! I hope this one's an 8.
Is it because I typed about hearing pooping?
No, I totally didn't even do that. I read popping again, and I was like, I don't get the joke. But now I see that it says pooping. Yeah. Okay. Carry on.
I would just like you to have faith in the other mothers that are around you. We will protect. For now, we leave for a day. We come back. Guards cause problems. They are killed. We come back. Guards still here. We send them away. I can always make more tea. They might be suspicious after first batch, though. It was a little bit powerful.
Where are you guys sitting on the steps to the apartment building? So you're still outside in the street, or have you gone inside?
I think we're still outside.
I was under the impression that the stairs to the basement were inside, but
yes,
you can't go to the basement; it's collapsed.
No, but you're at the other apartment. You're at the next door.
Yeah, the other.
Because Rick was going for.
Okay, yeah.
So you're inside or outside?
Up to Rick. I don't know how far you ran.
I probably hadn't quite made it to the stairs when you stopped me.
Okay. But then we walked the rest of the way because I was like, sit on the stairs with me.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Wait, so inside or
we're
outside?
Inside? Yeah, we're inside. Yeah. On the
inside
stairs.
Yeah. Okay, then Kelvy, Hennis, and Barnabas, you see 3 of the guards rush out of your apartment building, supporting one in between them who is like full unconscious. And like it's smelly and gross. Like he has shit himself for sure, but also like been vomiting and is unconscious, and they are like rushing him out and like yelling, and Marilee kind of comes running back out behind them.
Oh, I thought she left.
Yeah, I thought
she went to go and no, she went past you guys to the apartment building to check on.
I heard that.
I also thought she left.
The way that you said it made it seem like she left
to make sure that they were getting installed or instated at the building correctly.
Did she take any tea?
No. Not a 2? No.
It was a 3.
Yeah, it's the same thing as Fire Speak.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the same tier.
So are they all in distress or just that one guy?
Just that one guy.
Cool.
I drank two servings of tea.
Yeah, after a second, like a 4th guard comes outside and he like is like staggering and leans up against the building and puts his hand on the building and vomits.
And then shits himself.
Yeah, well, he's definitely already been shitting himself, but he's this is still a pretty high dose of stuff, but he's not full unconscious.
Cool. I'm gonna walk up to that guy real quick, just to get some very.
Do I hear any reactions?
Pertinent information. Hey, you just got here and you puking all over the place.
God, I don't know. Something was in that tea, and like he.
Fuck. What tea?
Can you? And just and Marilee now walks over to you. The guard who is unconscious and the other 2, like they're trying to get him somewhere for like medical help. Like they're running down the street to wherever they can find. And Marilee comes up to you and she looks very stern. And she's like, "What is this? Did your friend poison my guards?"
Wait, hold on. I run over to the guys who are nursing the unconscious man.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing, have no idea where the hell up and down is in Derelictus. So I'm going to put them in the direction of the nearest, like,
put them in the wrong direction.
Hospital.
So there's not really like doctors and hospitals so much as there's like people like Gunsy, who's the one who gave you the laxatives. So you could
point them
turn
to
them
Gunsy.
around. You could turn them around and take them back to Gunsy.
Yes, I'm gonna take them to Gunsy.
Okay.
Oh my god, yes.
Okay, yeah. They having seen you recently like claim to be related to Harmonious Properties, they accept your help and follow you back to the building. Let's real quick, Ava, will you roll your 3d10 to compel Rick to not?
Of course.
Because at this point you would probably be coming back outside if you weren't going to the basement.
A 9.
Okay.
All right. So you have me where you want me.
All right. Yeah. So
in the basement.
So y'all agree, or Rick agrees to go back out?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you emerge, you see Kelvy rushing over and kind of helping these guards reorient themselves. You hear him mentioning like Gunsy will help. He's a doctor. And
I will stifle smirk.
Oh, okay. I was gonna also start talking to. I already forgot her name.
Marilee.
Yeah, Marilee, and just kind of. I want to be intimidating and also like to kind of just get her to back off, in the sense to just be like, you can't just come in here and accuse. Minrai is a midwife and she takes care of all of us. She made that tea because she could tell that they were getting sick and she was trying to help them. But when you live up Spire, sometimes, it doesn't mix so well with our kind to be so high up towards the sun.
Have they ever eaten anything in derelict or drank anything from derelictus before, like a true derelictian delicacy? Because that's
like puddle water.
Marilee like leans over your shoulder and calls one of the last guards who's still inside, and he pokes his head out and she's like, "Could you bring one of those teacups?" And he comes over with one of the extra teacups still full of liquid, and she says, "Interesting." And she hands the teacup to you, Kelvin, and says, "If that's the case, why don't you just go ahead and drink this?"
Do it.
Yeah, of course.
Oh no!
Okay.
For the clutch. No,
oh no!
Okay. Yeah, great. You slam those laxatives. Are you doing anything? Or are you just drinking?
Yeah, so I'm gonna drink it like everything is fine.
I'm gonna man with a gun to drink it for you.
Man with a gun.
I am not your enemy. All right. I just directed them to a doctor. They were gonna be going all over derelictus, probably get shanked to death. I saved that man's life.
You feel your tummy grumble?
Yeah, I probably am right now. I'm getting in as much as I can before I exit, stay left to the apartment.
So as a part of this, because I'm doing this with him to try and intimidate her and also drive her away, I do have a special ability called Growl with Sweet Pea that when I intimidate or drive someone away, I can do so with Mastery.
Mm-hmm.
So just saying, if we're trying to like drive her away from here and to move on and just not worry about it.
Before we do that, I'm gonna end this whole little small speech with I need you to trust me.
First roll resist.
Yeah, that checks out. So that's just 1d10, right?
Mm-hmm. You can be skilled in resist, so if you're not,
I am not, and that is a failure.
Oh shit!
Are you gonna shit? Okay, exactly, well, I would just like to say that if there is any fallout, if at all feasible, I can show up and help.
I would like to say that I'm doing everything I can to separate Minrai from this. I know that Minrai hasn't technically gotten there yet, but I will be putting myself between them.
Okay.
Is that what we call what's happening to him? Fallout?
Yeah.
Okay. You take 3 stress to body.
Yeah. No, that feels right.
And that puts your total stress up to
5.
Did I do that?
5. So I will roll fallout. It's a 4 or lower. Yep, 3. Well, this is going to be a special case of fallout because you've got diarrhea big time. Just
oh my
god! To Marilee about trusting you. You're just
okay, but it does say that if at all feasible, they can ignore the effects of the fallout.
There's no way in hell this
I
is
take
the kind of stress that can be ignored.
I take D6 stress instead.
Can I just have Sweet Pea growl at the same time that he's having these issues to cover the sound?
Yes.
That's my intimidate. Along with my intimidation to drive her away, she's just low growling right next to him.
Yeah,
and she's got a stank on her too, right? So like that kind of wafts up. He excretes her weird white territorial stuff that hyenas do. That's really fucking smelly to be like, this is my territory, bitch.
Barnabas, you can roll compel.
Oh, goodness.
To intimidate, so you can take your mastery from
growl.
From growl.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 2 because I don't have compel.
Do I? Since I'm there, having
is he helping?
you're making the growl convincing, right? Because
you're
almost
scared positive
shitless.
that your face would be very intimidating.
He's probably like.
Can we pause for a second here? Marilee is not stupid. Her guards were fed tea, are now shitting and vomiting.
Yep.
Kelvy was given a test to drink the tea, which he did, which was compelling. Then he started shitting his pants.
But how would she know that? You don't actually know that somebody is shitting their pants as you're standing there next to them. It's not like it's like...
Have you ever been next to someone who shat their pants?
Okay, but I'm sorry, but like... I don't think that it's like kapow. Like that's not how diarrhea works. It's probably just like running down his leg. She wouldn't like actively notice it. I'm sorry.
Diarrhea.
Anywhere else in the Spire, I'm like, I wonder if Derelictus already has
a stench.
Plus, Sleepy probably smells like a fucking wild animal.
I will let Kelvy roll sneak.
To see how sneaky his diarrhea is.
And I will not take any help from anybody on this.
Did you ever expect that you would DM a sneak check for diarrhea?
No, isn't Sweet Pea's growl helping
I'm really glad that
Would you consider this low society?
Oh my gosh.
Is it low society?
Sneak.
Just sneak. Okay, cool. Well, I got sneak, so I'll take my 2d10.
2d10.
I'll take it. That's a success with failure.
All
right. You're not going to be able to clean these pants. That's the failure.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so you take two. First, we added 3 stress to your total stress.
Yes.
And then you took a fallout. So you get to erase 3. So you're back down to 2.
Got
and
it.
You take 2 more stress, which puts you at 4. So we're going to roll fallout again. 1.
Oh my god!
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. You successfully hide the diarrhea from her because the 7 is a 7. And I let you roll sneak because I am a benevolent GM. However, you are going to take a reputation fallout with
Mary. For shitting your pants.
Yeah, no, that feels right.
So
I'm dying.
It's left a streak on your reputation.
Yeah, we're taking let's see. Let me check. Left a streak. God help us. Yeah, we're gonna take. This is technically a minor fallout. I will say lash out is you're pissed off, you immediately lash out at the source of your stress.
Oh no.
Which is probably Minrai.
Yeah.
So I think that's who you can also erase 3 more stress from this fallout. So yes, you successfully do not give away that you are shitting yourself actively. Somehow, some way, Kelby's got a game face.
Way.
In order to kind of like maintain your reputation with Marilee, you have to kind of like get pissed at Minrai. Or like you're just really upset with her in general. So you can play that how you want.
I mean, that fucking tracks with everything going on lately.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Whoops.
I don't even know.
It doesn't necessarily have to be like right here and now that you lash out at her, although I think that like the lashing out in front of Marilee is important. So
I am already getting between them, and I have already associated myself with Kelby.
And I'm still trying to drive Marilee away.
I think and I'm sure it would turn into one of these kind of moments, like just hurling as many insults as he can in one of those like hold me back, kind of a things. And Hennis, I'm sure you would be keeping me at bay, but it's like, I'm gonna,
But don't turn around.
Oh, right. You're right.
You don't want Merrily to see your backside.
No. My body in such a way.
I am going to physically try and pull him back into the apartment to separate the two of them. Wink, wink.
I was also trying to drive her away while Kelvy was doing his like big speech with my like hyena growl and just trying to
Okay. Roll. We were gonna roll compel for that.
Do I get Kelvy's help or no? I don't actually know. Like with his speech.
No, I think with the reputation fallout that he just took, it's not really defensible.
Okay, so I just get mastery from the growl.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, and let's roll stress.
Let's.
All right, you take 5 stress to reputation.
God damn!
That was a big roll.
Well, thankfully, I've got a lot of fucking reputation armor.
Okay.
1,
what's
2,
your total stress?
3, 4. 2, because I had 4 free slots of reputation resistance.
Okay, so I have to roll a 10 for you to take.
I'm liked as fuck in Derelictus. I've got max reputation resistance. So.
You are fine. You don't take fallout from that. So you just have your stress. And she kind of looks you over and kind of scowls at Sweet Pea and moves past you to check on her guard and just kind of ignores you.
Oh, people said it's buffering quite a lot.
Yeah.
But, sorry. Yeah. It was happening last night too, towards the end of their stream. So I don't know if it's just a Twitch thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no way of making it better on my end.
Do you know what your upload rate is? Not to get too technical, but very quickly.
Not off the top of my head, but I could do a speed test.
Don't worry about it. We'll just have to deal, I think. It might help to just redo put the stream down and then pull it back up. I know it'll separate the VOD, which is not ideal, but that helps sometimes. There are a lot of settings you can change, small stuff like bit rates and things based on your upload speed.
All right.
And we're transition. Why is only one of the screens showing up? This is strange. But we're back live. Everyone say hello. I'll figure it out.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh yeah, I see the Zoom cameras.
Nice.
But not the Roll20.
Now we should see Roll20. And now we
should
see everything.
Delayed.
Transition. Nope. Still just us. These are confusing times, everyone.
Well, it's not like the Roll20 has been contributing so much to the stream today anyway, so. Okay, so
here we are.
Now I see it.
Yay. Sorry, everyone, but now we're back.
Thank you. Yes. Just like one more time, like huge thank you to Sam for stepping in with the streaming stuff on his side. Really can't appreciate it more. Okay. So, Kelvy and Hennis being going upstairs. By the time you get around the corner from where Merrily can see you, I imagine Kelvy kind of loses some composure.
Yes.
You are just full of brilliant ideas around this woman.
Please. You gotta help me up to the apartment, please.
I just throw them over my shoulder, sack of potatoes.
Oh,
change your clothes after that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna deal with it until I can throw him on the ground.
A true friend.
A true friend. All right, you haul Kelvy back up to apartment 307. Oh, I guess I should put y'all on this. I keep forgetting. Oh no, I did.
Forgot there were 3 floors for me to go up.
Oh,
yep.
No.
It's a very smelly 3 stories of stairs.
And this is almost like the time that when that guy was trying to kill me.
Agreed not to speak about that.
And then you killed that guy, and then you had to like carry me away because he shot me in the leg. Like it was, God, those were the days. And now look at me.
It didn't smell like this.
What have I become, Hannes?
I will say I do have a bond with Kelvy.
Mm-hmm.
So if that needed to take stress because of the anger, I just realized that. So if not, then that's cool, and I'm totally for that. But I would not be a good player if I didn't mention it.
I think that the real reputation loss is probably more of the falling out, or like Merrily kind of witnessing this like meltdown of Kelvy's and kind of losing a little of like respect for him in that regard. I think that's where the reputation loss is really kind of happening. So it's kind of up to you, I guess. How would Minrai react is your call.
I would feel bad for Kelvy a little bit. No one wants to shit themselves in front of their adversary.
You can just role play kind of how you would react rather than making it a mechanic of the bond, because it wasn't Kelvy's like relying on you for something that you didn't want to do, right? Which is really what bonds are for, is like is like motivation for people to do things that they wouldn't otherwise do. So okay. Yes. So anyway,
straight into the bathroom.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Yep. Straight into the bathroom, which is over here. And you can dump Kelvy into to lose his lunch.
Yeah. Hey, Hannes, can you just and I very slowly take my backpack off and just slide him in it. If you could just take my typewriter.
I'm gonna take that before you start sliding it and hold it above anything on the ground of where you are.
Yep. And if you could just make that safe for me, please. That'd be fantastic.
I will use my
God.
Oh no, I don't have Hennis either. Shit.
So downstairs we have Rick and Amandu kind of with Minrai
and Barnabas.
And Barnabas is there, having just kind of tried and failed to intimidate what's her name, Merrily, away. So Merrily
left, right?
She is not gone. She is checking on her guards. So she goes to kind of find where
I straight up failed. So
where Gunzi, where she goes to like basically where Gunzi is, where Kelvy helped the guard who was passed out to check on that person. There are, let's see, so there were 6 total guards. 2 of them were helping the passed out one, which makes 3. The one was outside vomiting, which leaves 2 still kind of milling about in the entrance. They look very on guard. They look very kind of concerned. Amandu pulls Rick kind of to the side and is like, what the fuck are you guys doing? What?
Shitting our pants.
And then like a kind of like much quieter is like, did Minrai poison those guards?
Not quite. Are you familiar with what a laxative is?
That is poison. I mean,
like that makes I am familiar with laxative.
It helps flush out your system, which is very much like what I did to you following our little stint up in Hamaranth. But she used a lot of this flushing agent to, assist in certain.
Rick, I get it, but like, were they doing something that they needed to be like now? Like they were just gonna be here, right? They were just gonna be here. Were they? I mean, we didn't know if they were doing anything to hurt people.
I mean, we specifically assumed that they were going to be coming in to check on the apartment, right? Or like, yes, that's what I was under the impression of.
Merrily said, because of what Kelvy told us about, there might be some unrest or people, you know, who are getting upset, that we would just have guards kind of permanently at the building now. I mean, it's not a outlandish assumption what you assumed, right? Because they have been trying to do this inspection. However, what was stated and what Amandu heard, right, was the same as you, which is that the guards were just kind of going to be a permanent fixture until this was done.
Okay. I don't know if it's the zeitgeist that's getting into me or not. I keep staring off in the corner because that's where like my Zoom feed is. But you guys are also down here, so I'm just gonna look at you down here. I don't know if it's the zeitgeist that's kind of getting to me or if whatever, but I feel like this is how Rick would handle something like this. Amandu, why, like, look out at those gods over there. You know they're all drow. They're not Elfia. They would never send their people down to us. But why? Riddle me this. Why should we have to, like, why should we be policing ourselves in such a ridiculous way? Like, right now, we are trying to set a not so subtle message that we here in Derelictus, not just this apartment, the entirety of Derelictus, will not stand for this kind of frivolous eye-watching, neighbor peeping of our own kind. This is obscene.
I don't disagree. I just don't know what good comes of this
distraction
from we
what?
Didn't even get up Spire. If we had run for it as soon as the guards started shitting themselves in the streets, maybe. But this is just going to bring more guards tomorrow.
Quite possibly, but all we need is a little time. And the time that it will take for us to get up Spire. And unfortunately, the current efforts weren't as successful as we might have liked. But I don't know if it's worth escalating further.
I don't know everybody else from your apartment as well as I know you, but it just, I mean, that Barnabas guy, like, does he eat people? I don't know, but
your mama's friend was with ghouls, okay?
Yeah, ghouls, like, you're not there, but also
I
ghouls,
know, this is Rachel.
You know, you would become a ghoul in Amandu's book, right? Like, and like, I don't know, but like, and then Calvi just does crazy shit, and it's like, listen, I don't want you to be mixed up with the wrong people. This is a very, like, Amandu is giving you like I'm worried about your friend's dad speech right now, because he doesn't quite connect the dots that like you're just as invested as they are in like the crazy. And that's kind of where this is coming from, is he's just like, he's very suspicious, right? We've had the fallout before of like suspicion from him.
All right. Amandu, let me level with you really fast. I think it's a bit presumptuous of you to just make these claims about people that you are not super well I don't know, educated in, and when I could levy the same criticism at you for just the other day getting incredibly intoxicated and trying to attack a lord, probably. Allegedly. We'll go with that. How does that sound? All right. So there are things in motion right now. And right now you could kind of consider this as just a prank, right? They've just got the shits. They'll be fine.
I hope that that's the worst that comes of this. And are we?
I'm sure the diarrhea will absolutely be the worst thing that comes from this.
Are we still gonna try to go up Spire today?
And Minrai hear that, and in the background just be like, "It was definitely pretty bad diarrhea."
You used whispers on me, so you definitely.
Yeah, you wouldn't hear Amandu, but you would hear, yeah.
Yeah. Right. So wait, what was the question? Yes, Amandu, we are. Again, we don't have a lot of time between now and demolishing. So absolutely, we need to head up Spire. I just need to figure out how we're going to, avoid the guards on the way there.
Yeah, which probably wouldn't have been a problem if we just kept walking earlier.
Yes, but the clutch, come on, Amandu. There were guards on the entry of our apartment. And did they look happy? No, they did not look happy. We need them out. Do you understand the clutch? Everything we do is say it with me. Everything we do is say it with me. For the clutch. Yes, thank you.
Well, I guess. I feel like what I do is for my mother and for the hope of getting to move out of this place on my own terms. But the clutch is important too, I guess. And let's see what Barnabas and Minrai are up to. What would you have done?
I'll rip Barnabas and be like, "Hey, that was pretty good, right?" I mean, I don't think you want to be eating that guy, but hey. How many guards left? I don't count very many.
Minrai, I don't really know why you did what you did, but it was
the guards to go away so that we could delay and go up Spire and solve problem.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
Kelpie did seem upset.
I think while I enjoyed it, I think you're going to need to go and talk to Kelvy.
Perhaps
sometime.
Till tomorrow, yes. I think we need to move quickly now.
But didn't Kelvy have an important role in today? Or
did Kelvy have an important role today?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to your Spire shit. So
Kelvy had a very important role today. Well, I'm in this conversation. I can be. I'm hearing everyone. Right.
Can you hear me too? Or
Minrai
just Minrai?
And
I'm hearing Minrai and
me.
Barnabas.
And Barnabas.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you would hear all of that. Yes.
Right. Yes. If we recall from,
are you talking?
So
oh yeah.
Amandu would see you just start talking out into the blue and not know that the spell was cast if you start talking back.
Pull out your cell phone and pretend to be having a conversation.
I'm wondering if it would make sense for me to, well, did Amandu is with us when you put the spell on me?
No.
No? Oh, okay. I thought he was.
I think it was before you collected him.
Okay. All right.
Plus, I'm guessing we're having this conversation while
simultaneously,
you're talking to Amandu,
yeah.
But I could be wrong.
So wait. It wouldn't really make sense for me to have to chime in character because we would have literally been discussing this like 30 minutes ago in actual world. So like in game or not in character, Kelvy was going to come up with me because we were going to apologize to Lord Faisal for the fact that construction hadn't started yet, and basically use that as kind of our MO to say, yes, the construction hasn't started, but maybe it shouldn't because reasons XYZ that we kind of make up on the spot.
Can Marguerite heal diarrhea?
I will. It is back. We are live. Hello.
Hooray.
So I guess I'll be talking to Barnabas. I do not think Marguerite would use her healing for something so inconsequential and yet life-changing, since it is such a possibly short, possibly long-term thing. I do not know. But if possible, do we really need Kelvy up Spire? We could just go fulfill everything without Kelvy, and Kelvy could stay here.
Didn't we need Kelvy to be like a harmonious properties person?
Well, why do we not
Wasn't
maybe
that kind of
forge
his point?
paper like we did before and send Ulrich? I mean, Kelvy does have document with signature of Nezadeh. We could just say, forge another document and say, well, we have signature, why not copy and say, oh, this is Ulrich, lead project manager. Here is signature of Nezadeh, who was the lead project manager. He go talk, we good. We don't need Kelvy. Kelvy stays here and talks to whatever her name is, lady who should be stabbed. Merrily. She should be stabbed merrily. Smile. I mean, do we? I mean, we can just drag him up Spire while he shits. I mean, I don't think he will blend in.
I don't know if Lord Farquaad would listen to shit and drow.
Yes, well, that is problem. I guess we don't have diapers because they're freaking eggs. So,
like once they hatch, they still like hatch as small as children drow.
So I'm sure that Kelvy doesn't have like a baby pelvis, so like you can't really. I don't know about his build, but I'm guessing it's not like a triangle.
I'm guessing it's not this big.
Not your
really buff on top, but then his waist is not this big.
Yep.
I mean, I could put the Ash voice thing on Kelvy.
Yeah, that's still not going to help us with Farquaad. Minrai, I think I love you, Minnie, but I think this
Hold him.
We should. You have to fix.
Stab her like
no. Listen,
yesterday. If she was dead, we would not have to deal with this.
But then we'd have to deal with the person above her. Or the person that hired her.
Is there?
You
okay.
know that.
Do I?
Sometimes I wonder. Do you have anything in your vast repertoire of skills that could maybe help poor Kelvy out?
Yes, I might.
I know you can vomit a lot of stress, but I don't know if you can vomit diarrhea stress.
Yes.
That didn't sound good after it came out, did it?
Elise.
So gross.
Can I try to convince Marguerite that it's an emergency and we need to at least temporarily plug up Kelvy?
Yes, with your bond with Marguerite, you can essentially put stress on that bond to get her to do what you want.
I also have a healer's kit that I might be able to use for this purpose.
Yeah, if you take constipation drugs, will that then like counterbalance it and you'll be in perfect health?
I'm not a doctor, but I feel like that's not a
Kelvy's thing. Just like shaking.
Just like,
I'm on so many digestive drugs. Okay. Yeah, when is Barnabas the voice of reason? Hey, I thought I was pretty reasonable. There are 2 guards instead of 6 in a game where combat is extremely volatile.
Actually, I think at least one of them is in with Gunzi right now because I had directed them.
Yes. The one who was unconscious was taken by 2 of his comrades up to Gunzi. So 3 of the guards were at the last point that they were seen. with Gunzi, which is also where Merrily is. One guard is outside vomiting last you saw him, and 2 are still inside downstairs looking very on edge.
Okay, do I know where Briza is?
Briza, yeah, she lives and works nearby. You're familiar with both her, like where she works and where she lives.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, Barnabas, I will fix. I have plan. I will go talk to Marguerite. We will fix Kelby. Plug bottom. I have
that is a new name, Kelby Plug Bottom.
Kelby Plug Bottom. I have another plan.
Oh, great.
You have seen my friend Briza, yes?
I have to sneeze. I thought it was going to come quicker, but it didn't. Maybe it's not there. Sorry.
Can I use Synthesia to vomit instead?
No. That's a really nice attempt, and I appreciate the shenanigans compulsion of being a TTRPG player, but no.
Okay, so you asked if I knew the Riza? What?
Briza.
Briza.
Thank you. I could never say that name properly. Yeah.
She's a fellow midwife who is someone who knows Minrai pretty well. I think that it is quite likely Barnabas knows Briza pretty
Barnabas
casually.
knows everybody.
Yeah, knows a lot of people. Plus, like Briza's around a fair amount because she works directly under Marguerite within the House of Midwives. House being like a clan or tribe, right? Type word in this case. The House of Midwives that Marguerite kind of oversees.
Okay. Yeah. I need you to go to Briza. She is in 2 buildings down on the right. The third apartment thing. You know.
Apartment 3.
Yeah. I need you to go find her and tell her I have message. Ask her to go to Gunzi and tell Gunzi that those guards have caught something. All of them have been exposed. Do it quietly, perhaps, and that I will pay her back later with big favor. That is all she has to say. She can just say she does not know what it is, but it seems to be spreading, and it might be best if they are contained. That will keep all the guards there for a long time while Gunzi double checks. That will give us time to heal Kelby, go up Spire, solve problems, come back, solve more problems, and then deal with maybe many guards that show because
cause more problems, then solve them, and then cause them, and
Well, that is cycle of life. Yes, you get egg. Egg is problem, but you love it. It's born, and then it makes more eggs, which are more problems, but you love.
Okay. I'll do this for you.
Okay. Now I will go see Marguerite.
Okay.
I will go do that now.
Yeah. I didn't know if Tyler was trying to get in.
I forgot that I do not have the mark, so I can't be listening in on this game.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Rick did hear all of that though.
Yeah.
And Amandu is just kind of being like, where are your friends? Are we going? Just kind of wondering what's happening. But
can I tell Rick to go and let Hennis and Kelvy know about what the plan is, and then I will go to Marguerite, and that way we can just meet up. And I don't know if Hennis wants to carry Kelvy back down, but
Kelvy's not done. I'm not picking him up.
I might just watch the clutch while Marguerite goes.
Marguerite does not leave the basement. She never leaves it. So you will have to get Kelvy to Marguerite through going down the stairs, outside, around, down more stairs, through.
Oh, you're shitting!
To get Kelvy to
Marguerite.
I would take off, my outermost robe. Mm-hmm. And I will give it to Kelvy to wear to allow him to save some face right now.
To hopefully disguise him from Merrily and the guards who just don't know that he's pooping.
I can also give him. I can also lend him one of Lord Faisal's masks just to kind of, change.
No, but we're in.
Not to wear down. Not to wear
right?
where Merrily could see. That would be. We don't want.
Well, how noticeable at a distance would it be that it's?
I don't know. I think you're using these masks a little too regularly in a way that's going to make them not work for us anymore.
Well,
that's what Amandu had said, right?
In Derelictus.
I feel like wearing it down here is only going to draw more attention to him. You should cover his face a different way if you want to, like with a hood.
Well, just in like a culture sense, people don't normally wear masks in the Derelictus, right?
Bandage my face. People
bandage.
Do that.
Yes.
Well,
like a leper.
Traveling. I don't know if we have bandages around, but that's an easy.
To like avoid sunlight and things.
Yeah.
Actually, you would all have coverings, and it would be. It's not terribly normal in Derelictus to wear like your sun coverings because there's not a lot of sun, but it's more normal down here than wearing a mask.
Great. And then I had a question. One of my refreshes is do something reckless for the sake of a good story.
That would totally count. It has to.
Like it. Yep.
Great.
Yep.
That's amazing.
So you can refresh D6 of stress essentially.
I only have one stress, so that's
okay. Just clean it then.
So, would you say that this are enemies of the ministry?
Yes, I think.
Would you say that I temporarily at least eliminated Kelvy?
You for a refresh. As for the sake of the refresh, although you haven't gotten here narratively, you did kill that guard, so you can take a refresh.
Oh God!
That's what those 2 rolls was essentially for each dose that he took, how much stress he took.
Oh wow, that's a lot of stress.
That's a lot of stress. So I was like, my threshold was like over 5 on a roll, and he dies, and you rolled a 5. And I was like, all right.
So Kelby's got a D8 of stress coming his way, is what I just did.
Well, you have okay. Well, anyway, so Rick, you were going to go help kind of get Kelvy down to Marguerite.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And while Amandu and I are assisting our very great smelling friend, I had a plan kind of unfurling in my head.
Okay.
That I wanted to tell Kelvy about. So Kelvy.
Yeah.
I'm here, just so you know.
Oh, yeah, okay. Hennis is also okay.
Yes.
Yes, you're also there. Great.
Just want you to know who's talking to who.
Yes. So it's now the 4 of us.
Also, Minrai and I can hear you.
I am also here, but do not worry. Continue.
Wait, the 4 of us? Who's the 4th?
No.
Yeah, who's the 4 of us?
Pretend we're not.
Amandu.
Amandu.
Amandu. Okay.
But Barnabas and I can hear everything. Barnabas.
Yeah, yes.
I'm Barnabas.
Minrai. Yeah. So, right. Everyone can hear. All right, friends. I know we're all trying to think of what exactly is going to be said to Lord Faisal upon our meeting with him. I had kind of 3 outcomes in mind of sort of varying degrees of success. If worse comes to worse, and we are just completely unsuccessful in convincing him of doing something that isn't tearing down the apartment, I think I would be fine with killing him.
Your other options?
All right. Option 2. As long as it's for the clutch. Option 2.
I have a quick question. What did Amandu do in response to that suggestion?
He's just kind of like, he was raised eyebrows, a little surprised maybe that's what Rick suggested, but otherwise just listening.
Noted.
Option 2, varying degree of success would be, we're not able to convince him of a formal arrangement, but perhaps Kelvy could utilize his man with a gun scenario, and perhaps worth.
I don't think we know about that.
I don't know what you're talking about there, friend.
Yeah, Kelby hid that from us. He didn't tell us that he did that.
Dang
I
it.
was there, and I straight up just thought a dude legitimately ran in with a gun.
That's Kelby's little secret.
Okay.
That's why I ate him.
Retroactively, I have 2 options. But table talky wise, if perchance Kelby did want to use man with a gun, I have bedside manner. I could make him like me by healing him after he gets shot. Anyway, that's a thought.
An option.
Yeah. And then option 1 obviously would be, so it's either we convince him or we have to kill him.
Oh, okay. Can I present a third option?
All right.
Okay. If you could relay this to the necessary parties, I do not have the gift anymore.
That does raise some suspicion from Amandu.
Didn't I thought he was given it? No.
Nope.
No. It was.
He doesn't know anything about it.
The fact that I think, just so you guys think of this how I'm thinking of it, or we're on the same page, the ministry track of stuff from the book, like, which is what the Whispers ability comes from, is like magical abilities associated with like the ministry. So like average citizens or people just that are not
But
part
Kelby
of the...
would probably know that ahead of even though Tyler didn't.
Yeah. So it would absolutely not be something that would be safe to use around or with or talk about with people who are not part of the ministry.
Okay, so I'll just kind of annoyingly ask everything you're saying to me back as a question.
Great. Awesome, great. What was I saying? Yes. So what if instead of, convincing him to fill in the blank random, thing to save the building, well, not to say that this option might not save the building. What we could say is that a better look for him is to just completely buy out Harmonious Properties.
So Kelby, what you're saying is the third possible option would be getting Lord Faisal to just straight up buy out Harmonious Properties, and therefore he would become the sole proprietor.
And we still don't know why the fuck he's doing this, though, right? I say out loud to nobody.
So the logic behind this, I hope this is a train, track that I'm on. It's a thought train, and I hope it's not going off a cliff here.
You're saying this while shitting.
I was just thinking that.
I just want you to know, like, you seem real into it, but
you're talking through the bathroom.
You're just like,
you're making
like,
your.
Oh my god, I'm on a train track.
You're making your own train.
Trains don't have skid marks.
I'm dying. I'm so sorry. I used the laxatives,
Rick.
y'all. It's all gone wrong.
It's gone wrong.
My friend. So.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's a good move because it's always good with, if he's got, he just wants to help out, right? That's the motivation that we've kind of figured out. He might, he wants to look good. He wants to feel like he's helping. Air quotes. I know you can't see me air quoting. I'm doing that through the door.
Right, of course, air quotes.
Right. What we do is we give him a secondary motivation, one that's going to really like, oh yeah, if I do this, it's gotta blow people's minds, right? So we tell him that Harmonious Properties is a problem for people, right? Now, not to say that I wish the destruction of the sweet organization, but I do think that, if they took some time to really reevaluate their lives, we have an employee meeting, we get everybody to talk, the people, and then, they all get fired at the end of it, and Faisal does a complete overhaul, right? Gets his people on the job. They all go somewhere else. They still got the Herald Corporation. That's their mother company.
So I guess one problem, like the current owner of Harmonious Properties is not putting it up for sale.
Well, that's small turkeys when you think about it, because he's a lord and she's not.
Amandu, kind of, if Faisal wants to tear down our apartment building and Harmonious Properties is the company tearing down our apartment building, then how does Faisal buying Harmonious Properties stop our apartment building from getting torn down?
Because we're going to spin it, right? It's all spinning a story. You gotta spin it like a web. Sorry.
Think you're losing so many liquids.
Right? Is we have them out to be the villains. Not to say that they are bad people, but like in this situation, they are doing what is wrong for the people of Derelictus. And what the people really need, what you really need, is the building next door or some other area of Derelictus yet to be determined to be turned into, I don't know, a training ground for you or something like that, named in Faisal's honor. Something productive, for you specifically, because he wants to, put you up on the pedestal, right? Because you're a great, at what you do, right? Yeah, that's kind of where my brain's going.
I that was an excellent touch. Amandu is like, honestly, if he is motivated by doing this for me out of some desire to like do this for me, like giving him something that would actually help me might work. I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on a lot going right with talking to him, but
so
Barnabas would just be saying, Rick, what's happening? Rick, you haven't said anything in a while. Rick, what's happening?
I was absolutely not going to be responding to all of that. So not in world. I personally at this point don't feel that he's like his actual motive is to do something good for Amandu. Like, I think that that's just what he would spin it as.
Right, because your dude said that, like, who knows what his actual motives are, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that he's not as, dumb as he might appear to be. I don't remember exactly what Lord Inglory said, but
that the reputation gained from owning a building in Derelictus isn't enough to keep Faisal's interest on its own, was essentially the intel from Inglory, right? That like there must be something going on to keep his interest that is still kind of an X factor.
So now that I am aware of the whole Vis situation, like I really feel like at that point I would have connected those dots and been like, he has to know about this.
Well, if you remember, I had asked I think Neza if he was of their number, and Neza basically said that no, he's not worthy. And they've been very open as to who is a friend to this. So I don't, for Kelvy at least, I don't know why he would have reason to believe that he is kind of, because it's not hard to become a Viscan. You just you have a ritual, you get blood on, fill in the blank.
So yeah, but the thing with helping Amandu, the larger thing that I was kind of proposing was it's not just good for him taking down restructuring Harmonious Properties is going to be a thing that's good for Derelictus, because what they're doing here is that, like, this is what we'd be proposing. What they're doing is bad for the people there, and then because he's connected to that project.
Hello.
How are you?
It's back on my end.
It is back on my end as well.
Okay.
But yeah, so what I was saying is that basically just we kind of have our next steps outlined, and we don't have enough information to heavily change those next steps, I don't think. Because we know the cracks are important to the Vis, and we know that we need to find out more about Lord Farquaad.
So
that's like mostly it, right?
So is our intention now with meeting Lord Farquaad not to immediately convince him, but just to see why he's doing this, like to pin down those reasons exactly?
If possible, that would be ideal. I don't think that we can kill Lord Farquaad. And I also don't think that, I don't think we could kill Lord Farquaad and get away with it and like have everyone live, because he's a high elf, which is supposed to be like the big bads, right? And just reading like the descriptions in the Spire thing, I think is like a cultural thing. Like if someone is found guilty, they like kill their families and their families, and they just like raise their neighborhood or something.
So I'm willing to go down for the cause, like if I can bring him down too.
But it's the collateral.
It won't
right?
just be you.
Yeah, that's
be
what
like the entirety of the Derelictus neighborhood around here.
So let's pause on table talk for a second here, and let's.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Like, y'all have to make plans, right? But also we have to wrap up a few loose ends and call it a night. So let's jump down to Barnabas going to find Breeza, and basically, the stress will go to the bond between Ava and Minrai. So asking her to do this is on that. So we can either role play it, or we can roll to see kind of like what the stress on that is going to be. It's up to you if you want to go through the scene.
We can. I wasn't going to do anything special.
Yeah, then let's just go ahead and roll it, because she's likely to agree regardless. So you can roll compel with Minrai's help. So and low society.
It's not my strength. I do have low society, so that'd be 3 then?
That would be 3.
Okay. Jesus fucking Christ.
A 5 is a success with like a lot of failure, right?
A 5
is a failure.
Just a straight failure.
Oh shit.
What is wrong with me tonight?
Hey, you're telling me I rolled pretty bad too.
Breeza,
2 and 3.
How do we want to? We can keep the stress going to Minrai's reputation, but I think Breeza, it's not going to be huge, but she's just like, she's very busy. She has like a whole like influx of like eggs to handle today, and the request and like this kind of like, oh, can you just show up and do this on the fly, like really just irritates her. And you take 3, because I rolled a 3 on a d3 stress to that bond. And I guess she does not come and help. And then Minrai was going to talk to Marguerite about healing Kelvy.
Barnabas is going to be definitely like on his way out, just say like rude under his breath.
Yeah. And you can go ahead and roll compel, and you can take the like an extra d10 because of your bond, and low society. So it would be 3.
9.
Okay. Yeah, so she agrees.
You and your 2 fucking successes. Fine.
Yeah. She agrees to heal Kelvy, no stress to your bond. So we will pick up next time with y'all bringing Kelvy in disguise downstairs to Marguerite. I have to say, in no way did I think that we weren't getting up Spire today. But shame on me for not just assuming that's the baseline.
I'm sorry.
It's just like my notes for this session had like one line about the fucking guards, and then like 3 pages of Spire, like going up Spire notes. And
we're not even starting next time.
It's okay. Next time we'll start with going up Spire.
No, we're not even starting with that. We're starting with poop pants over here.
It's my own damn fault. All right.
When you everybody. That,
oh, hey.
I could not.
Tomorrow is Juneteenth, which is
Juneteenth.
Yeah, celebrates the emancipation of the last slaves in Texas at the end of the Civil War. So, you know, happy Juneteenth, and let's keep signing petitions and pressuring public figures about Breonna Taylor. And with that, good night. See you next Thursday for the third day of Wednesday. That's what we do.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.